And a very good afternoon to you from whichever corner of the Republic of Kenya you are watching TV47. You are right in time for news now. My name is Samson, Jura. Let's begin the broadcast with the highlights. Top on News Now. President William Ruto tours Nyeri and Kiambu counties as he wraps up his 5-day Mount Kenya tour.
Mimi nimemwambia huyu PS wangu Bwana Mwangi, sawa, hii stadium nimempatia mwaka moja peke yake, atengeneze mpaka aweke canopy ile ya juu.
Meanwhile, at least 10 people rushed to Coast General Hospital with serious injuries after brakes of a 52-seater Tahamid bus failed, ramming into a PSV matatu at Kibaraini, Mombasa County.
Ghafla nikaona kama mtu ameruka kwa basi. Pia mimi nikadecide nikaruka.
Also, a section of members of parliament have threatened to table a motion in parliament to disband the Teacher Service Commission over claims of breaking the law during the recent teachers promotion exercise. Thank you for choosing us to inform you. Your time is greatly appreciated. 22047 is the short SMS code. The hashtag on X is TV47 News Now. We are streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube at TV47 Kenya. Also on our website at www.tv47.digital. You can also tag me on X at OJ Samsons. Let's begin. Lugari Member of Parliament Nabii Nabwera has threatened to table a motion in Parliament to dissolve the Teacher Service Commission over claims of breaking the law during the recent teacher promotion exercise. While addressing residents of Kalumbeni village during the launch of a road rehabilitation project, Nabwera said the exercise was marred by favoritism, discrimination, tribalism, and lack of regional balance. The MP is now calling on the Commission to repeat the exercise, otherwise he will push for the dissolution of the TSC. Nabwera also accused parents from the region of...
TSC imefanya promotion kwa kubagua, kwa mapendeleo, kwa ukabila. Nataka kulaani. Na mimi nikiwa kwa kamati ya elimu chini ya Mheshimiwa Meli ambaye ni mwenyekiti, tumeita TSC ije mbele ya kamati yetu watueleze watarekebisha namna gani mambo hayo. Na hakuna pesa. Sitakubali mimi kuongeza TSC pesa kama hawatarekebisha makosa yale wamefanya kwa promotion. We cannot promote people on the basis of equality. We promote people on the basis of equity. Ati wanasema tukawanya hesabu ya kutosha, wakipeana grade 2 Lamu wanapeana 2 Kakamega. Kakamega ina zaidi ya shule 1,000, walimu zaidi ya 1,100. Lamu hata wafiki 10,000. Utalinganisha aje? How do you do that? I'm calling upon the chairman of the commission to rise to the occasion, or else I'm bringing before parliament an impeachment motion of the commission. And I know all Kenyans, I know all teachers in this country will support me on this one. They will stand with the teacher. Kuna walimu wana miaka 58, 59. They are retiring in 1 year or 2 years. They have never been promoted, and yet they are producing results. Kwani walikosea nani? Muturi and your team, the chairman of the commission and your team, you must rise to the occasion or please vacate the office.
In other news, 100 dependents aged 18 to 25 years of the Kenya Navy servicemen and women have graduated with plumbing and electrical skills from the 3rd cohort of the partnership between the Family Group Foundation and the Military Wives Association of Kenya. Speaking at the graduation ceremony held at Mutongwe, Kenya Navy headquarters, the Chief of Defense Forces, General Charles Kahariri, commended the program's impact in equipping young people with marketable skills. According to General Kahariri, the initiative has gone beyond technical skills, equipping participants with soft skills, financial literacy, and essential toolkit to give them a competitive edge in the job market. Further stating that his office is committed to scaling up and expanding this opportunity to empower even more young people, ensuring they have skills and resources needed to build successful careers. This partnership has now successfully graduated 3 cohorts, bringing the total number of beneficiaries to 201. The first cohort saw 51 graduates from Kenya Army dependents, while the second cohort included 50 graduates from the Kenya Air Force dependents.
I further want to sincerely thank all those that have enabled this training, particularly the initiative taken by Commander Kenya Navy to increase the opportunities available from 50 to 100.
They gave us their life stories, which were very touching. You know, where they have come from, the families they've come from, and how they could not continue with education after Form 4 because of lack of resources. And so they are very, very grateful for this opportunity to become entrepreneurs. And before we came here, I think a remark was made, I think it is by CDF, that in Europe, when you go to Europe, the plumbers and the carpenters and electricians are highly remunerated. We are not different. As we move towards a middle-class economy, these skills get highly remunerated.
In 2023, this partnership has empowered KDF children through hands-on training in technical and vocational education and TVET. The first cohort trained at Langata Barracks, the second at Moi Air Base, and today we celebrate the third cohort here at the Kenya Navy Base, Mutongwe. To date, 198 young people have been benefited, with 50 among them co-sponsored by the Kenya Navy. Thank you, Kenya Navy Commander, for this.
Now, Jubilee Party Secretary General Jeremiah Kioni has alleged that there are plans by the government to prevent former Interior Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i from contesting the presidency in 2027. Kioni, who spoke in Keumbu, Kisii Central during a Jubilee Party delegates meeting, said President William Ruto's allies through the state are plotting to introduce criminal charges against Matiang'i once he declares his bid for the 2027 election. Kioni vowed the Jubilee Party will stand with Matiang'i to the end.
A national.
Watasema Matiang'i yako na makosa sijui 28, 44, whatever number he is given, hiyo ni yao. Lakini hata wamweke jera, tutachagua yeye. Halo? Hata wamweke wapi? Jera, tutachagua yeye. Na sisi Jubilee tutasimama na yeye. Na tunasimama na yeye kwa sababu he is a person of integrity. Na yeye ni Mkenya. Ile mnataka kujua ni kwamba he is a national asset. Hii si mtu ya Kisii ati hapa Nyamira. This is a national asset. Sisi hatuna vita na wale wengine ambao wanasema wanataka kuwa marais. Lakini pia sikiza watu vile wanasema. Kwa sababu lazima watakupatia kura, wenye kura ni wao wanaongea. Na ukisikia wakisema maneno mingi ingine, wewe enda kwa hiyo ingine mingi ambao wanasema. Wachana na ile kichwa yako ilikuwa inakuambia.
In some sad news, at least 10 people were rushed to the Coast General Hospital after a 52-seater Hamid bus crashed into a PSV matatu last night. According to witnesses, the accident occurred around 1 a.m. when the bus traveling from Mwembe Tayari encountered mechanical issues while going downhill and rammed into a Mikidini matatu at the Kibarani flyover. The bus's brakes are said to have failed, causing it to reverse and hit the matatu, which belonged to the Miritini Sacco. Speaking at the scene, Chaani area member of County Assembly, Munari Sef Juma, called upon drivers to be cautious and also vehicle owners to ensure regular inspections and repairs, especially during the rainy seasons. Fatalities were reported in the incident that saw at least 3 vehicles and a motorbike destroyed.
Ghafla nikaona kama mtu ameruka kwa basi. Pia mimi nikadecide nikaruka. So immediately kuna jamaa walikuwa wanakuja na boda, wanaingia kwa line mali basi ilikuwa inakujia. Lakini unfortunately like ilikuwa on their side wakaruka. Basi ikapitana ile boda. Mkienda pale kwa ile basi utapata boda iko chini ya basi.
Pia tunashukuru Mungu kwamba hakuna maafa kufikia sasa. Lakini tuombe maafisa wa traffic, wala wa NTSA na wale wenye magari waweze kuwajibika kuhakikisha kwamba magari yao yameweza kufanyiwa service, kwa sababu kama hii ambayo tumeshuhudia hapa, haya ni maafa ambayo labda angeweza kuzuilika.
Nilikuwa nimetoka kibarua nikapandia gari hapo za kona Shimanzi, gari ya Mikindani. Sasa tulivyokuwa tuelekea Mikindani, nilipofika hapo Kibarani nikatoa simu yangu, nilikuwa nataka kulipa na M-Pesa. Mara kidogo nikasikia impact, kitu imetugonga. Kapoteza fahamu kidogo tu kama sekunde kadhaa. Sasa ile kutoka kujitoa, huyo dereva pia alikuwa ameshafinywa tayari, wengine wako wametupwa nje. Sasa kutoka nje ya matatu, naona gari basi ya Tamid hapo kando imetoka sehemu za juu, ime lose control mwelekeo, ndio ikatugonga hiyo matatu yetu, unaona. Sasa kuanzia hapo sasa ndo baadaye nikaambiwa ningojee ambulance nikuje hospitali.
And of course, we wish a speedy recovery to those affected in that particular accident. Moving on, President William Ruto said he is ready to face his opponents in the 2027 presidential election, saying his track record speaks for itself. The president, who spoke in Nyeri and Othaya counties where he inspected various projects, among them the Ruringu Affordable Housing Program and the proposed Ruringu Stadium, said Kenyans will make their decision at the ballot based on his performance and other leaders.
Yule mtu ameanguka mtihani atembee nyumbani. Yule mtu atapita mtihani aendelee na kazi. Ama mnasema nyinyi watu wa Nyeri? Si nyinyi ndio mtatusahihisha? Si nyinyi ndio wenye kazi? Ama mnasemaje? Si mimi mliniambia nipange mambo ya elimu? Si nimeajiri walimu 76,000? Si mliniambia nipange mambo ya kilimo? Bei ya mbolea si imeteremka kutoka 7,000 mpaka 2,500? Si kahawa ndio hiyo inalipa zaidi? Si chai ndio hiyo inalipa zaidi? Si maziwa tuko na minimum return? Si mliniambia nipange ajira hawa vijana? Si manyumba ndio hii inaendelea? Si vijana wanafanya kazi? Si mliniambia nipange masoko? Si masoko mimi najenga Kenya hii? Si mliniambia nipange barabara? Si barabara mimi najenga pande hii? Si mtihani mimi nangojea 2027?
Away from that, a growing trend among Gen Z to prioritize online interaction over real-life engagement has inspired Coca-Cola to revive its iconic Share a Coke campaign. The initiative aims to foster deeper connections through a simple act of sharing a personalized Coca-Cola bottle. Speaking at the campaign relaunch event in Juja, Coca-Cola's frontline marketing director, Monique Katana, shared the company's vision to bring back the joy of personalized bottles. She stated that seeing one's name on a Coke bottle is more than just a novelty. It's a way to make consumers feel special and valued while promoting real-life connections. Katana emphasized the importance of meaningful interactions, urging Gen Z to break free from digital dominance and reconnect face-to-face with friends and loved ones. The relaunch marks a return to Coca-Cola's global success campaign, first introduced in 2011, which brought millions together through the simple acts of sharing a Coke.
This campaign, Share a Coke, is about meaningful meaningful connections. We know the Gen Zs, the new generations, like authenticity. They like to have shared experiences and meaningful connections. Many of these right now in the digital age, they're all online. Many of them are online. So with Share a Coke, we're reminding people that they need to also connect physically. So we're asking people, go to the store, buy a Coke, find your name, find your friend's name, your family's name, and go and share a magical moment with them. Very excited to have this campaign coming in again. We first did it in 2011. We're bringing it back bigger and better. We know that people love looking for their names, for their friends' names in the previous campaign. And this time, we want them to do the same and create exciting memories for themselves, their families, and their friends. We are talking to the Gen Zs where they are. We've just launched this campaign, Share a Coke, in JKUAT today, and Makerere University in Uganda. We've shared a Coke together. We've created an experience that everybody can share with each other online.
Now, the family of an 81-year-old patient who allegedly died after oxygen was switched off at the Coast General Teaching and Referral Hospital is demanding accountability from the hospital's management. They blame the disruption during maintenance for their father's untimely death and are calling for justice. Mombasa Governor Abdul Swamad Sharif Nasir has vowed to conduct a thorough investigation into the incident, ensuring no stone is left unturned in uncovering the truth.
According to the deceased family, the oxygen supply was abruptly cut off during maintenance work, causing their father's death within 30 minutes. The family expressed outrage over the lack of standby generator or an emergency evacuation plan to protect patients during such disruptions.
How come in case of blackout, maybe an electricity blackout, they have a generator which immediately after the power is off, it automatically switches on to replace maybe that blackout. You are a sensitive thing like oxygen that is maintaining critical condition of patients in hospital. My dad now is in the mortuary, and it's because of this that we are publicizing this. We want justice for our dad.
Because my question is, what? Okay, if at all, yes, there was money. There was that renovation that was to be done inside there. Okay, as a level 5 hospital, Coast General Hospital, they have ICU. There is also casualties area. Okay, what alternative did that person give to those who were supported with the oxygen before they switch off the...
After condoling with the grieving family, Mombasa Governor Abdul Swamad Sharif Nasir vowed to ensure an autopsy is carried out to determine the exact cause of death. He announced that the family has commissioned a private pathologist, while reports from both the hospital and the Kenya Power and Lighting Company are expected.
So nimekaa chini pamoja na familia, na katika yale ambayo kwamba tumeweza kuelewana na kuafikiana, nimewapatia nafasi waangalie njia kuwe na pathologist ambaye kwamba watamwamini wao wenyewe. Na pili, hospitali itaweza kunipatia ripoti ya pathologist wao. Tatu, tutachukua na ripoti ile ambayo kwamba ni ya stima kuangalia tatizo haswa lilikuwa ni wapi.
The family insists the case should be treated as a manslaughter and is calling on relevant authorities to hold the hospital management accountable. They described the disruption as an act of deliberate negligence.
Na mzee alikuwa katika hali nzuri sana, na management ya Makadara walikubali kwamba wao ndio waliswitch off hiyo oxygen. Na hata mimi ninashangaa sana vile wagonjwa wanajua kuna wagonjwa ambao wana survive sababu ya hiyo oxygen, vile wanaweza kukata hiyo oxygen. Na wakati mzee wetu alikufa, immediately walileta kitanda. Walikuwa taka mara moja kupeleka mzee kwa ile ward, ile room huwa anapeleka watu. Tukauliza kwa nini Mungu amekufa? Hakuna vile mnaweza kufanya nyinyi mwa baba yetu, na hao nurses walidisappear.
Governor Nasir reaffirmed that his administration will take stern action against any hospital staff found guilty of negligence or failure to act.
Na pia ikiwa kulikuwa kuna tatizo, lile tatizo lao ndio liloweza kusababisha hii kifo, na yule ambaye kwamba atakuwa ni responsible will definitely have to face the law. Hakuna hivi wala vile. There are no two ways about it.
Mike Chelo, TV47.
Thank you, Mike, for that report. Now, the Director General of the National Intelligence Service, NIS, Nordin Haji, has warned on the evolving threats against national security in the digital age. Haji, who spoke during the closing ceremony of the high-level summit of the Second Mashariki Cooperation Conference in Naivasha on Friday, said Africa must unite against new-age threats born of technological disruption, digital misinformation, and transnational crimes. Echoing this statement was the Foreign Affairs Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, who graced the last day of the event.
For decades, we've been conscious of the threat of rapid technological advancements, recent developments on various technological fronts, including the social media and the emergence of digital activism, have escalated the threat to new levels. Your Excellency, the proliferation of information and disinformation campaigns exacerbated by the use of AI-generated content has waged a war against truth, with governments being the biggest targets. I therefore welcome the resounding commitment to uniting our efforts to counter the growing influence of these threats.
Additionally, it is important to recognize that intelligence services extend beyond mere responses to threats to involve early warning system that enables anticipation of potential dangers and offer timely action.
To uniting our efforts to counter the growing influence of these threats.
Additionally, it is important to recognize that intelligence services extend beyond mere responses to threats to involve early warning system that enables anticipation of potential dangers and offer timely actionable insights to policymakers.
Elgeyo Marakwet County government, through the governor, that is Wesley Rotich, has ordered the demolition of a side wall of the economic stimulus market, which collapsed in October last year, and its construction to be started afresh, an order which the Deputy County Commissioner Julius Mayo has assured residents that they will follow the instructions of the National Construction Authority to ensure that its construction is carried out in a proper manner. The three-story building, which would have costed the Kenyan government 50 million Kenya shillings, collapsed due to defective columns and that were unable to support the structure. The order was based on a report by the National Construction Authority, which said that the structure was safe, only the fallen wall would be demolished, and it was better they build new columns to support the building. The modern market, known as Economic Stimulator Market, will benefit more than 3,000 business women, especially in that area. ODM party members in Homa Bay County have protested over the alleged manipulation of the delegates list by the National Election Boards, beside accusing it of tampering with the voter registry. Viewer Member of Parliament Martin Owino, the members have expressed the outrage, saying that their names were conspicuously missing from the ODM voter registry. They are now urging the National Elections Board, NEB, to intervene and ensure a transparent process, and if their demands are not met, they have threatened to boycott the elections.
Me as the patron, when there is a problem, I had to come down here, listen to myself, and also declare, as they declared, that the list which was downloaded from the portal of ODN website is fake, is false, and does not represent what happened when we did the grassroots election. That said, you cannot build a house on no foundation. Even if you have a hard stone, you cannot put it on a mud. If grassroots election is rotten, you cannot purport to do ward level and even constituency level. So our terms is very simple. Either use the list which was given by the people, and you have a list, you have a copy. Or just do away with the election, because grassroots election was not supposed to make the party weaker. It was supposed to strengthen our party. And Jacom was very clear on that. This is what we have resolved here. And I think the resolution which we said we are going to amend the party act so that branches can communicate directly to headquarters, not through the county.
Sana, kitu kubwa tunaomba gavana yetu aingilie hii jambo, atusaidie, kwa sababu chama ya ODM ni chama ambaye tumeipenda sana, na tutaki ile uchafu ambaye inachafua jina ya ODM.